House of Wax is a 2005 teen horror slasher remake of the 1950s classic film with a different name. This version is directed by Jaume Collet-Serra, written by Chad and Carey Hayes, and produced by the Dark Castle people, Joel Silver, Robert Zemeckis, and Susan Levin. Stars Elisha Cuthbert, Chad Michael Murray, Brian Van Holt, Paris Hilton, Jared Padalecki, and Robert Ri'chard from 101. And House of Wax starts off with a little cold opening. You see these two brothers. One of them is eating cereal, and one of them is really being a little bit of a hard one. And he's screaming and yelling, and so the two parents who takes care of them, they tie up the one twin brother with tape. He tapes his legs and hands, and he is just acting weird, and he messes up a little project that the dad or the mom was working on. That little flashback takes place back in the 70s. Then in present day, you have these group of kids, which is Elisha Cuthbert, Brian Van Holt, Elisha Cuthbert, Jared Padalecki, Paris Hilton, Robert Ri'chard, and they're all are going to a game one day in the present until their car or truck runs out of gas, and the only place they can find help is at this little abandoned house, which is basically the House of Wax. But what they don't know is that the House of Wax belongs to the two twin brothers. One of them, and they're both screwed up in the head, and let's just say that one of them is trying to help them, and the other is trying to kill all of them. And you do have some kills, and yeah. And so, with the help of Chad Michael Murray's character, the Carly, who's played by Elisha Cuthbert, and her friends, they have to try and escape from the twin brothers and the House of Wax and put it into their reign of terror. This remake of House of Wax is underrated. This gets a lot of unfair flack, and I can understand the whole part with Paris Hilton. She's not very good in this movie. She does have a nice kill though, but she is beautiful, but she's not very good in the acting department. But the other criticism, it is a slasher film, but it's something different. Like I said, if you're gonna remake something, be different. Don't copy and paste the same stuff. I'm talking about you, Psycho. I'm talking about you too, Mean Girls 2. Because those are examples of remakes done wrong. This one is not a masterpiece, but compare it to the Wicker Man and the Psycho remake. I'll take this any day over those two. This at least has some effort put into it, into the production design, into the technical aspect, into the way the House of Wax looks, and it has some decency into the editing process. So yeah, that shows you where you're at. And I don't mind what they were trying to do here. I don't mind what they were trying to do. I do like the the idea. I do like the interesting things they chose to go along with in this remake, and especially the backstory with the two twin brothers. Also, another problem is that for a horror film, the film is an hour and 53 minutes, and that's a little bit too long. But it's not, luckily, it's not like it's so long that I'm just bored out of my mind. I'm just ready to go to sleep. But it's not like it's the worst thing that's ever happened. There are worse movies out there. There are worse things I've seen. So yeah, Paris Hilton not being very good, and the length is a little too long. And also another problem is I don't really care too much for the one brother who acts all crazy as a child at the beginning. The other twin brother, he's pretty cool, and they're both played by the same actor, Brian Van Holt, but I just didn't care about the second twin. I like the other twin more. But you do have a pretty cool kill. Paris Hilton has a pretty cool kill. Robert Ri'chard has a pretty cool kill. And you have some good gore, some good scary movie violence for a teen horror film. The soundtrack is pretty cool. I like John Ottman's score. I like the little rock-oriented soundtrack with all different songs, including the song that I always like during the end credits. Taking Me Alive and The New Dawn Phase was the first song that plays. And the acting is pretty entertaining for the most part. You have Elisha Cuthbert, the girl next door, because that's one of the movies that a lot of people recognize her from. You got Chad Michael Murray from One Tree Hill, Brian Van Holt, Paris Hilton. Like I said, she's not very good. Jared Padalecki, who would later go on to be in the Friday the 13th remake and the Supernatural TV series, which I don't watch, and Robert Ri'chard from 101. So the acting's solid. The kills are pretty entertaining. The direction is pretty solid. This is Jaume Collet-Serra. He has directed other films, including this year's The Commuter with Liam Neeson, Non-Stop, The Shallows, which had Blake Lively in, which I actually liked. It's one of the better shark films in this day and age. And he knows what he's doing. And also, some of the writing is not very good, but overall, I think House of Wax 2005 is one of the more underrated remakes, and this is one of my favorite, is part of my favorite remakes of all time list, but I will put this at number 33 on that list. But overall, I enjoy House of Wax 2005, and I'm gonna give House of Wax 2005 an epitastic. Let me know what you guys think about it down below. Do you like it? Do you hate it? And yeah, this is Future Film 3940, and you guys keep it cool as always.